It's Lotus FM. When it comes to electrical products, the difference between safety and disaster often hinges on a simple certification label. Understanding its importance can be a matter of life and death. This is the warning from Kensani Ndobe, International Export Sales Executive, CBI-electric Low Voltage. Kensani joins me now to explain this in detail. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Kensani, I'm well, thanks, and good to have you on our show this afternoon. I'm going to get straight into it. Items undergo stringent testing and audits by regulatory and certification bodies to confirm their safety and suitability for market distribution. Can you tell us more about how products are actually certified?
Okay, thank you, Vashan, for having me on your show this afternoon. It is indeed a great pleasure for me to discuss this topic, which is very close to my heart, right? So, product certification, especially when it comes to electrical appliances, is very important. And not only certification, but product compliance as a whole. So, products are certified by testing, basically. So, it is through testing of the product that it can be confirmed that a product complies with the requirements of a particular standard. So, you will know that almost each and every product that we have has got a standard. This standard can either be a South African developed standard or it can be an international standard adopted by South Africa as a country or any other country for that matter. But in those standards, they contain requirements that check whether the products are fit for use. So those requirements are developed by experts in the market, experts in the field, and they are designed in such a way that if a product is tested according to their standards and they meet the requirements as contained in the standard, then it can be deemed that the product is safe for use and can be put in the market. So in this case, we're talking about the South African market. Then that product can be put on the South African market. And then we say that product is compliant because it has been tested and it has been found to comply with the requirements of the standard. Now, certification is an added step. Over and above product compliance, we have what we call product certification. Now, certification is when a third-party certification body or even a regulator now goes further and reviews this product and then they issue a mark. So when it comes to certification, we've got various certification bodies that can do these activities of confirming that the product and the manufacturing process meet the requirements of the standard and the product can be certified. When it comes to the regulator in South Africa, we've got institutions like the National Regulator of Compulsory Specifications, also known as the NRCS. Then you take your product there with the relevant compliance report, and then they can register your product and it can also be deemed to be safe for use. So that is how a product is certified or deemed to be compliant in South Africa.
And Kensani, non-compliant products are those that bypass safety checks, and that's what we know now. There are several safety hazards here, so it can lead to severe consequences, including property damage and electrocution. What are the hidden dangers of uncertified electrical appliances?
So, even though we're saying there are hidden dangers, there are dangers that, should they occur, they can actually cost life. Because electrical products are very different from any other product. You can buy a piece of equipment that is not an electrical equipment and it gets damaged. Maybe it breaks or it doesn't last as long and it's okay. Then you can replace that equipment. But when it comes to electrical appliances or electrical products, if the product did not go through the processes that it needs to go through before it is put in the market, it is actually putting the lives of the end users at risk. And we know with electrical products that when something catches fire and we do not know how to extinguish the fire or we do not even have the resources to extinguish the fire, then it can be a fire that not only damages the one property where the electrical or the unspecified electrical product was involved, but it can be a fire that damages a whole community. So those are the dangers that company uncertified electrical products. They can cause fires in the house, they can cause damage to property, they can even cause lives of people.
Well, the message to consumers is to buy and use products certified by reputable regulatory bodies. But how do we identify these safe certified electrical products?
So that is when it becomes difficult, because products are marked with safety marks, and the consumers in most cases do not know what these safety marks mean on a particular product. For example, I will talk about a CBI circuit breaker. On a CBI circuit breaker, you will find various marks. You will find a BDE mark that shows you that the product was tested and approved by BDE. You will also find maybe a UKCA mark, which shows you that the product was tested and it complies with the relevant standards in the UK. You will find a CE mark that also is a sign of compliance, and CCC mark. On some products, you will also find the SABS mark, which is a local mark. And there are other marks as well that you can find on the product. So it is important for our consumers to actually educate themselves on what the different marks on the product mean, because it is not only the third-party certification marks that can tell the consumer that the product is tested and certified or not. Usually, what also happens is that if a product is not tested, it's not certified, it is very rare that you will find the manufacturer also putting their name on it. So if a product isn't, and you cannot put to any manufacturer, red flag, because the standard at the product is the manufacturer intervention as well. And that
Kensani, we seem to be losing you there. I think we have a bit of a poor connection with you. If we can just get you to change position.
Okay. Is it better?
Yeah, much better now. Thank you.
Okay. Where did you lose me?
Let me just move on to the next question, because we have one more important point to discuss. Consumers have legal recourse should they discover their products are non-compliant. So if you can, please elaborate on the conditions of the Consumer Protection Act that are in favor of the consumer.
So if a consumer buys a product on the South African market and this product is not tested or the product is not compliant, then they do have the right to go to the national regulator of compulsory specifications and lodge a complaint, because the NRCS, especially when it comes to electrical products, the NRCS has got what you call compulsory specifications. And by virtue of the specifications for electrical products being compulsory, it means that each and every product that falls within the scope of that standard should be registered with the NRCS and should have an LOA from the NRCS before it can be put onto the market for consumption. So if a product is bought and this product is deemed to not be compliant, or there are questions about the compliance of this product, then by all means, consumers can contact the NRCS, and the NRCS can confirm if this product was tested or not. And if it has not been tested, or if the NRCS has not issued an LOA for this product, then the NRCS can take action.
Valuable insights there from you this afternoon. Kensani Ndobe, thank you so much for joining us and for sharing your knowledge with our listeners this afternoon lunch break.
Great pleasure, Bishop.
Get ready for the ultimate Diwali shopping experience.